Williamson County, I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, as we continue into the fall season, Williamson County Parks and Recreation is busy making preparations for one of our most popular community events, as well as expanding one of our most popular series of programs. Joining us for the first half of our show today is Recreation Specialist Chase Cribbs, who is here to talk about our upcoming TouchATruck event. Chase, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
It is very hard to believe, but we are embarking on our department's 13th annual TouchATruck Event. This event started in the fall of 2007. It's a milestone for me because I actually had to miss it because of a wedding shower. And so I always know like TouchATruck's anniversary time. So it helps me keep track of things. But it's hard to believe that time just goes by so fast. And here we are, lucky number 13, ready for another great TouchATruck event. Over the years, I would say this has proven to be one of our most popular community events. We had people reaching out to us through our social media channels over the summer asking when this event was coming, when it was going to be held. So I know we've got a lot of interesting things to talk about. So tell us what individuals can expect from this year's TouchATruck event.
A lot of the same. Like you said,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right, yeah. If people are reaching out through the summertime asking about it, I don't want to change it up too much and lose that interest. But we do have some new stuff, some new vehicles for sure. And we went back to the October date to alleviate some of that heat. So, we'll have more than 35 vehicles for sure, and a lot of fun activities for kids and adults and everybody, the whole family.
So this is going to be the first Saturday in October. It's going to be October the 5th. It is a lot like previous year's events, where we have, over 30 different vehicles that are going to be on display for this year's event. We'll talk a little bit more about some of the different kinds of vehicles and equipment that are going to be out there. The event is going to be in its traditional location in the parking lot of Thompson Station Baptist Church. That's just off Columbia Avenue in Thompson Station. It's been a great location for this event for 12 years. We're really looking forward to number 13 there as well. Just the individual, the church, the people who work there have been such a great joy to work with over the years, and we're excited to be back at that location.
And they're excited to have us. They look forward to it, and they reach out to me to say, hey, when are we planning it? And so they coordinate some things around it to make sure it can happen. So they're great. They're easy to work with. We
couldn't do it without them.
We really, really couldn't, because they give us supplies we need for the back end of things, and it's great. They do a great job.
The event is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's free and open to the public. There's no parking fee. There's no admission fee. Cost is incurred on site for concessions if people so wish to purchase them, but they're not mandatory. But tell us a little bit about what people can experience at this year's event. I know we've got a lot of traditional aspects that people always seem to love from this, but it's some new features as well.
So this year we have changed gears a little bit from our typical craft tent. That's one of the biggest changes that we're making this year. We're going to what I'm going to call an activity zone. This year we will have Extreme Hobby Shop out of Spring Hill. They're going to come in. We're going to set up a huge track for kids to come in and race around an oval track, for 35 minutes at a time and push as many people through, make sure everybody gets a chance. And then we're also going to have a huge pit of either dirt or sand. I haven't made that decision yet. And we've got some youth excavators that kids are going to be able to sit on and move some dirt around and kind of emulate the equipment that they're standing in front of. So that's one of our biggest changes that we're excited about.
A lot of fun to look forward to at this event. And I like the fact that we're doing a couple of things different. For years we've had those trackless train rides. So being able to switch that activity up a little bit and bring a new company in to do a different kind of motorized activity. Sounds like a lot of fun. And the little diggers, I think a lot of kids do get really excited when they come to TouchATruck and they're seeing these really huge pieces of construction equipment that they've probably seen on the side of the road before, but they've never really had the opportunity to sit in the cab or to stand right up next to it and see just how big those tires are.
Right.
And then I'm sure it piques their interest in how does this work. And now that this year they can go try out their own excavating skill sets in our digging site would be just another, I think, fun component to the event.
Yeah, plus, especially when I was a kid, I was always told, get out of the dirt, quit playing in the dirt. This is a chance to get in it, and
Get in the
that's
dirt.
what you're supposed to do. So
Absolutely.
that's a nice change.
Let's talk about the trucks too, because we have a wide assortment of, construction, community service vehicles that come in for this event. So let's talk a little bit about the different kinds of trucks. I know you've got a lot of emergency service vehicles that are going to be at the event.
Yep, we do. So we'll have ambulances and police patrol. Williamson County Sheriff's Department is bringing pretty much their entire inventory. They're going to put on a big show for us, and they're going to have a lot of different vehicles. They're going to have their swift water rescue boats. They're going to have a semi truck that has a DUI trailer attachment to do some examples of things that how they rescue people and what they use for that and all that stuff. So emergency vehicles are covered. We're going to have everything. Ambulance, TBI is going to be there with their crime scene investigation truck, and so yeah, that's definitely going to be one of the big factors of the show.
Lots of fun things there as well. We also have, again, some construction equipment. Construction equipment's always very popular at TouchATruck.
Absolutely, biggest construction would be the haul truck. I can't remember the exact number offhand, but I want to say 65 tons. It's enormous. It takes up almost half the parking lot. It seems like when you see it in person, the tires are 4 feet taller than you, and it's enormous. So
Absolutely.
everybody's always excited about that one.
It's a lot of fun. We have military vehicles that are on site with this event, so you get to see some of your different tactical vehicles,
Right.
Humvees, those kinds of things. And then we also have some helicopters that are involved in this
We
year's
do,
event.
weather permitting.
True. There are some, yes, intangibles that go along
right,
with
right.
those kinds of vehicles. But hopefully we'll have our Vanderbilt Life Flight helicopter back again and have an opportunity to see how some of those things work.
So Life Flight's coming out. They just verified that. Williams County Sheriff's Department's bringing their Huey back out. So that was a huge hit last year. And with the swift water rescue and the boats and all that stuff, they're going to try to bring out their search and rescue helicopter too. It's a smaller bubble type where they can maneuver in smaller areas.
Small spaces.
So it'd be cool to see the different sizes and the different types of helicopters there.
Something that I love about this event is how engaged the vehicle operators are during this event. I think they love it just as much as the kids.
They do.
And they love seeing the excitement come out of the kids when they see these large vehicles and being able to share that experience with somebody else. And it's always really touching to see just how far they go in giving kids that extra opportunity to experience something new, or what they can show them or what they can teach them while they're sitting at that control panel or in that seat. And for any parent, to see your kid have that look on their face when they're just totally immersed and loving something is such an amazing gift.
Right, and going along with that too, I think some of the pilots and some of the other drivers of the equipment and some of the drivers of the trucks and all that, they want to go look at the other trucks too. They may not see a haul truck every day, so they want to go check it out. And they engage with the community very well. And it's cool to see that they'll tell them, if you move this joystick, it would do this, and that teaching aspect. So it's a really cool event.
It really is. And you brought up a good point. This is a family event. It's primarily the kids that want to come to this event, but it's always great to see how the young at heart have such fun at this event as well, because there is something that truly everybody can be engaged with at TouchATruck, learn about, or just have that kind of cool experience. I always wanted to see what one of these looked like on the inside or something like that.
Yep, and if you stand next to it, it's a lot bigger than you think for pretty much all of it.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, in addition to our other activities besides the trucks, that's the big pull to get everybody in here, but in addition to the racetrack and the digger zone, we have a raffle tent at this year's event as well.
Yes, we do.
We'll be doing some free giveaways at the tent, and then we have our very popular raffle prizes that people can enter for as well. Tell us about some of the things that we have lined up for raffle prizes.
So raffle prizes are coming in quickly. We just to name a couple, leave some to surprise. But we have passes to Gentry Farm for a family for a full day. We've got bowling passes at Franklin Family Entertainment Center. We've got a motorized vehicle that's it's the big one from Walmart. That's one of our large raffle prizes at the end. So we have passes to a lot of places in the area, a lot of activities that you may normally not do that are free that people may go check out now. So a lot of options. And one of our biggest things is we're offering passes for our facilities. So
Absolutely, yeah. Have a couple of different passes that we're going to raffle off as part of our raffle prizes that day as well, that do include annual standard passes for facility amenity use for 1 year, as well as some premium monthly passes that also include amenity use as well as group fitness classes.
Yep.
So lots of fun there. And then to round the day out, our food vendors and concessionaires. You've got a great assortment of different food trucks that are going to be on site that day to provide eats, treats, and sweets.
Yep. So with the food, I tried to keep our slogan attached to it and offer something for everybody. So we've got Mo Better barbecues coming out. Obviously, he's doing barbecue. That's My Dog. They do gourmet style hot dogs. They've got all different kinds. And then Burger Republic. So if you want a good burger and some fries, you can do that. And then Music City Ice Cream and Waffles is coming out. This will be our first event with them, so I'm excited to see what they're about. But pretty cool play on words there.
Absolutely. And with all of the things that are incorporated into this event, you've had a tremendous amount of support from the community. And I know there are a lot of individual businesses that have stepped up to help sponsor this event, provide raffle prizes. We need to talk about them because without their support, without the help of a lot of people, TouchATruck just would not be possible.
Absolutely. And if you don't mind, I'm going to actually read this so I don't leave anybody
sure.
out. So we would like to give special thanks to our sponsors, like you just said. So Premier Chiropractic, Cumberland Ideal East is helping us tremendously. McDonald's in Spring Hill, feeding our volunteers and our staff, that's huge. Mr. Bond Science Guys, HelloFresh, Elite Physical Therapy, LPG Sluggers, Franklin Family Entertainment Center, Dreams Do Come True, Dick's Sporting Goods, Spring Free Trampoline, Extreme Hobby Shop, as we mentioned before with the RC track there, Twice Dailies in Spring Hill, and McAllister's. And we've actually got a couple more that are confirming as we speak. So those are the ones confirmed now. Huge community effort there, and we sincerely couldn't do this without our sponsors.
As you were going through those sponsors, you mentioned one that made me think of another component of this event that we hadn't talked about yet, which is the performance stage.
Right.
So while there's tons of activity to be had at TouchATruck between the trucks themselves, between the activity zone, we also have a community entertainment stage with a couple of different presentations planned throughout the day.
Yep. So two of those that we can mention without giving too much away. We like to give a little bit element of surprise. Mr. Bond Science Guys is going to do a really cool science activity on stage to get the kids engaged with the entertainment there, and then Dreams Do Come True is going to have their princesses on site, so they will get on stage, they'll sing, they'll interact, they'll get out with the kids and sit with them and read them stories and stuff like that. So. Again, just like with the sponsors, we couldn't do this stuff without these people. So huge thanks to them. And, entertainment's what we're all about.
Well, it looks like it's gearing up to be another extremely successful TouchATruck event. Again, guys, we want to remind you our 13th annual TouchATruck is coming up on Saturday, October the 5th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the parking lot of Thompson Station Baptist Church, located south of Franklin on Columbia Avenue at the intersection of Columbia Avenue and Thompson Station Road. Yeah. Again, it's a free event. It's open to the public. We hope to see you there for this tremendous community event. If you would like more information about the program or other upcoming fall events, you can visit our website at wcparksandrec.com. Chase, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here today. Wish you the best of luck with TouchATruck, and I'm sure we'll see you in a couple weeks to talk about more great upcoming community events.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, and we hope to see everybody out.
Y'all stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be talking more about upcoming fall programs with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
I'm Special Agent Dennis Fetting with Homeland Security Investigations. We investigate crimes on the internet. I want to keep you and your child safe from digital dangers. One of the most common tactics that adult predators use to gain information and gain trust from our children in our communities is what we call grooming. And so that is everything from compliments and flattery to sending of gifts, whether it's virtual gifts, gift cards, iTunes store type things, or depositing money into children's online gaming accounts, all the way to physical gifts coming in the mail, jewelry, toys, things that our children want. Predators will often groom these kids to turn away from family and friends, to spend most of their time chatting with them online, providing photos. These predators are basically trying to make themselves number one in your child's life. One of the biggest things that parents need to do when it comes to combating grooming is finding out what your kids are doing online, being involved, paying attention, communicating with your kids. And so whether that means actually going into their device and snooping, or just having a policy at home where you do spot checks on their phone and your children are aware of it, you need to find out who are your children chatting with, what type of people are they talking to, and what do these conversations contain. If you see some sort of activity that raises alarms to you as a parent, someone who is transmitting data, asking for personal favors, sending gifts, strange phone calls, you need to contact either your local law enforcement, federal law enforcement, make someone aware of the activity so that people can actually step in and do something about it. To report suspected online child exploitation in Tennessee, contact Homeland Security Investigations at 615-664-5501.
Welcome back to It's About You. For the second half of our show today, we're joined by our group fitness coordinator, Bob Vogelpohl, who's here to talk about a variety of training options and some new and exciting programs. Bob, it's great to have you back on the show. Thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be back.
I'm always excited when you come on the show because your excitement for what you do and the programs you offer is electrifying. People feed off of it, I feel like. And there are so many new things for you to talk about today. Over the past couple of years, the department has really built up an amazing fitness and wellness program. And with you and Sarah Foster working together, it's just grown exponentially. And the different types of things that we're able to work into this program is amazing to me. And what is even more astounding than that is where you guys keep finding room to take it to the next level. And so there's a ton of different things that we could talk about, but I know one of the things that you really wanted to focus in on today were your training programs, because that's where we're seeing a ton of growth right now and some really exciting new options.
Yeah, we have so much going on in training. Just first off, we have almost 25 trainers now. So I think we started off with 12. We've doubled it. And please check out our website, check out the bios, because we really have a trainer for any need out there. Starting out something brand new, it's called one-on-one yoga training. So as we went around our fitness facilities, we found out a lot of people want to take yoga. It's great for you. It does so many good things.
A lot of things, yeah. It's good for a variety of ages.
Variety of ages. And what we found were a lot of people didn't want to go into the yoga classes. We found a lot of men were embarrassed to go into yoga. They saw all the stretching, and it's like, I can't do that. So we got with our trainers and our really good yoga instructors, and we came up with one-on-one yoga, and we're really starting to see that program grow where people now have the confidence going in, working with a trainer, and they work on any form of yoga that person wants to work on. Some of them just want to stretch and learn how to stretch. But through there, they're working with trainers, and then they're going back into the classes with a renewed confidence.
Sure,
So,
absolutely. Well, they understand the terminology now.
Absolutely.
They understand the positioning. There's,
Yep.
there's a reason yoga's been in existence for so long. It's an
Absolutely.
amazing wellness program. It has so many beneficial components to it. But I think anyone who is in a yoga practice, we have all been beginners at some point.
Absolutely.
And it is a little intimidating to get started. But once you have that availability of just some private one-on-one instruction to really get you started, the options are endless from that point on about where that program can take you.
Absolutely. So that program is offered at each of our facilities. The next program that we've kind of taken is, we've had for the 4 years that the Nolensville Rec Center has been open, we've had Monday, Wednesday, Friday training with Tracy, like boot camp training, and we're very excited. We're going to be offering that at Franklin starting the first week of October with Andrea Neal. It'll also be Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 to 8 a.m. It's a great style workout where you do something different each time. You work different body parts, you do strength, you do cardio, you do TRX, you might do some boxing. Really, it's just a wide variety of exercises that you can do 3 days a week. And it's only $15 a session.
Perfect.
So brand new coming to Franklin next month. So we're very excited about that. And then another new foray that we have is we use our Nolensville facility as kind of our training ground.
It's the test ground, right?
It is our test ground because we are just loaded with talent there. And we've found out we've got different trainings, some focus on weight loss. So come January, we're going to be doing Slim 60, it's called, at our Longview facility. So again, we learned from Nolensville, we're going to be bringing that to the Longview area. We're working on training sessions that just work on core. We're working on strength, cardio, and now we've also jumped into sports training. So this is brand new, and we have Aubrey Conway that's working 2 days a week with a sports program from Nolensville. And it only costs $10 a session for an hour. And I tell you what, I actually sat in on Monday and watched this training. And when these kids were done with their hour, they were ready to go home.
They were like, I'm done.
They were done. It was an amazing training. And one of the kids came up and said that they used to train at another facility. And for $10, the parents actually talked to me, they've never gotten such quality for an hour training is what they did that Monday at Nolensville with Aubrey.
So the sports training program is geared towards teens and basically teens?
Yes, it's teens. It can be middle school, high school. We're focusing on off-season training. So this sports team happens to be lacrosse. And the kids were working on foot drills, just explosive movements, etc. So we have our instructors that are going out in the community that are talking to the coaches of the schools and letting them know what the opportunities during the off seasons where they can train. It's just a great option. We will set them up in 4 week, 6 week sessions. And again, it's only $10 a session. And you will get your money's worth in that hour with the trainers that we have.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, $10 an hour for basically what amounts to a small group training
it's a small
is an amazing price point regardless. And the fact that it's something to help compensate with a children's athletic development out of season. There's so many different programs like that where they might not get the same level of quality for that price.
And I think it's just very important for kids that age to be with that professional certified trainer that can really show them the right exercise,
the right
how
way to do it
right,
and protect their body.
Protect their body. So we've got that just started, and we're hoping that that's just going to blossom over time. I got to keep jumping on because I know time is short, but another new variety of training that we brought in is with our senior program. So
because you never leave anybody out, Bob. You spread all the love around.
We can't leave anyone out. And our seniors wanted to train with each other. So at the Enrichment Center, we have 2 new training sessions. One, it's a senior boot camp. And these training sessions are only $12, but it's at 10:30 on Saturdays. So this just started, and we have a full class. And then we're also offering, it's called Eccentrics Bar. So it's a bar training format, and that is on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock at the Enrichment Center. Our first session also was filled to capacity, so we're going to continue to offer those 2 sessions, and we're looking to see what else we want to add. A lot of times we're just asking the folks, what do you guys want?
Yeah.
What do you know? What is an offering that we don't have that we could look into if we've got the right trainer to go in that
Right, if
direction?
yes, the right facilities, the right equipment, the right staffing.
Absolutely.
You know, I just have to, I mean, I feel like for our department as a whole, we're always open to comments.
absolutely.
And we're always open to inquiries, you know, and we want to know, what is it you want from us? We're
Yep.
here to help you, or,
Absolutely.
you know, to contribute to your quality of life and help you with the goals that you have. And so we love that input from the public about what you would like to see from your Parks and Recreation Department.
Absolutely. And I can't forget, last time I was on, we talked a little bit about boxing. So we have boxing that is offered with 2 different instructors at Knowlesville. So we actually added on to what we had. We have it at our Longview facility with Krista House, and she offers it at nighttime sessions. And again, without giving you the times, please check out our website because
Yes.
we're looking to offer more. And then I'm very excited to say we're going to be offering boxing at Franklin starting Wednesday, October 2nd with Becca Aurora. So that'll be our first time bringing it to Franklin. And hopefully next time that I see you, I will be letting you know that we'll be offering it at Fairview.
I
So,
don't doubt that that will happen. I have no doubt. It's just when.
Yeah, I tell you, since we started that 6 months ago, it's just growing leaps and bounds. So we've had a lot of success, and again, it was one of those things. It was through comment cards. People were asking, "Why don't you offer boxing?" And so we looked into it, and
Hey, we'll offer
here we are.
boxing.
And we're going to be 3 facilities strong come October, and more later.
And adding on.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I feel like we have only skimmed the surface because we've just talked about training. There's so much more that's incorporated into our fitness and wellness program, including our group fitness classes, aqua fitness classes, health coaching, and a lot of other great health and wellness resources. Like Bob said, for specific information on any of these programs, class schedules, or associated fees, you can visit our website at wcparksandrec.com. And before we close today, I do want to be sure to let you guys know about another exciting upcoming event, which is Shakespeare in the Park. We are so excited to be partnering with the Nashville Shakespeare Festival to once again provide Shakespeare in the Park at Academy Park. This year we have 4 performances of The Tempest that are scheduled to take place on the multi-purpose field at Academy Park, which is just south of downtown Franklin off Columbia Avenue. This year's shows are going to be Thursday, September the 26th through Sunday, September the 29th. Shows are held nightly with gates opening at 6 p.m. with food vendors and pre-show entertainment scheduled until our shows begin at 7 p.m. nightly. Admission to this wonderful community event is free, with donations accepted at the gate for the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. Advanced admission and seating options are also available, and they include Noble seating and Royal seating packages. They can be purchased through the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. For more information on those possible seating packages, you can visit their website at nashvilleshakes.org. Also this year, we will partner with them again to host an elf and fairy camp for young children. September 23rd through 29th, you can give your child the experience of being part of Shakespeare in the Park at Academy Park. And this program is geared to children ages 7 to 14, and they are given the opportunity to actually create their own character and to learn songs and dances to perform as part of the ensemble in Nashville Shakespeare Festival's production of The Tempest. The camp schedule includes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoons from 4 to 6:30 p.m., where they will have training and rehearsal sessions. Then on show nights, Thursday, September 26th through Sunday, September the 29th, they'll have an evening call time of 6 p.m., again with performances starting at 7, and they will be featured in all 4 nights of those performances. Rehearsals and performances, again, do take place at Academy Park. The rehearsals will actually be in our Performing Arts Center at 112 Everbright Avenue. Additional information and registration for Elf and Fairy Camp can also be found through the Nashville Shakespeare Festival website at nashvilleshakes.org. In closing today, I want to thank our guests Chase Cribbs and Bob Vogelpohl for joining us. Remember, additional information about all of our department events and upcoming programs is available through our website at wcparksandrec.com or by following our social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube. Thanks you guys for joining us for today's show. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.